Imagine waking up to the sound of gunfire at a federal building, a sniper on a rooftop, bullets raining down on innocent lives. This isn't a movie. This is real. On September 24, 2025, a lone gunman unleashed hell on a Dallas ICE facility, killing one detainee and leaving two others fighting for their lives. The shooter, 29-year-old Joshua Jahn, who turned the gun on himself before cops could even reach him. Welcome back to Freedom Flicker, where we cut through the spin to expose the threats to our freedom. Today, we're diving deep into this chilling attack. What happened, who was Joshua Jahn, and why our immigration system is a sitting duck for chaos like this. Hit that like button if you're ready for the truth, and subscribe for more unfiltered updates. Let's break it down hour by hour. It starts in the dead of night. Around 3 a.m., witnesses spot a suspicious car with a large ladder strapped to the top, cruising through Dallas. Fast forward to just after 6:30 a.m. Joshua Jahn, perched like a predator on the roof of a nearby building, opens fire with a high-powered rifle. He wasn't aiming at specific targets. No, he sprayed bullets indiscriminately at the ICE field office, punching holes through walls and even shattering the windows of an unmarked van in the Sally Port. Inside that van, 3 detainees, folks in the country without papers picked up recently and waiting for transfer to a long-term facility. One bullet finds its mark fatally. Another 2 leave victims in critical condition, including a Mexican national confirmed by their foreign ministry. By the time SWAT rolls up, John's done. Self-inflicted gunshot to the head. No ICE agents hurt, thank God, but this was no random act. Bullets pierced the entire building, turning a routine processing center into a war zone. This ICE spot on North Stemmons Freeway? It's not some fortress, just a short-term hold with a few cells for paperwork before shipping people off. Wide open, understaffed, and now a symbol of vulnerability. So who the hell was Joshua Jahn? At 29, he was your average guy from Fairview, Texas, about 30 miles north of Dallas. Grew up in Allen with his brother Noah, both Boy Scouts into coding, the all-American dream. But cracks show early. Back in 2015, he's pinched for delivering marijuana in Collin County, a misdemeanor that should have been a wake-up, but instead it fades into unemployment and isolation. By 2025, he's crashing at his parents' place in Oklahoma, planning a fresh start that never came. Friends say he ranted about politics, migrant caravans, border chaos, but his brother Noah swears Joshua had no beef with ICE specifically. So what flipped the switch? Investigators found a handwritten note in his gear. Hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror. To think, is there a sniper with AP rounds on that roof? 3 AP for armor-piercing, folks. Ammo casings etched with anti-ICE in blue marker. He downloaded maps of DHS sites, tracked ICE agents via apps. This was premeditated. A one-man terror plot to sow fear. FBI calls it targeted violence, and VP JD Vance is already labeling him a violent left-wing extremist. No ties to groups, acted alone, but in a year with at least 4 attacks on ICE or Border Patrol spots in Texas alone, this screams systemic rage. Was it ideology? Mental health? Or just the boiling point of a nation divided on borders? Look, at Freedom Flicker, we fight for liberty, not just the Second Amendment kind, but the rule of law that keeps us safe. This attack, it's a gut punch to that. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem called it an assault on law enforcement. But let's be real. The real victims here are those detainees, caught in a crossfire of America's immigration mess. 1 dead, 2 critical. Lives shattered because our system's a leaky sieve. Why now? Borders in crisis, rhetoric on fire from every side. John wanted terror for ICE agents. Mission accomplished, but at what cost? This isn't isolated. It's the 4th hit on Texas enforcement this year. We need secure facilities, not rooftops with sightlines. We need policies that deter chaos, not invite it. If we're serious about freedom, we fund ICE properly, seal the borders humanely, and address the rage before it explodes again. What's your take? Is this the wake-up call we've ignored? Quick update. The 3 detainees were undocumented, mid-transfer, identities protected, but Mexico's demanding access to their citizen.FBI's leading the probe under Director Kash Patel, piecing together John's digital trail. No arrests yet, but expect more on motive soon. Our hearts go out to the families. This tragedy underscores how policy failures hit the vulnerable hardest. That's the raw truth on the Dallas ICE sniper horror. If this fired you up, smash like, drop a comment, secure the border now. Join and subscribe to Freedom Flicker for daily dives into threats to our liberties. Share this if you stand for secure borders and real freedom. Stay vigilant, patriots. We'll see you next time.